I know that it's a temporary place, and that gives another edge to even to the choosing of the place and the relation I have with it. But of course, we are talking about the Maltese landscape, we are talking about the relation with the sea and the underground and the rocks. And I'm happy that the place where the piece is now, even if it's different, it has a very strong relation to here at Micah's. It's like a cliff, but it's a garden, which is something quite unique in one hand, also weird because it's like a British garden into a Maltese landscape and a space that is physically between levels. And I've tried to go deep down to recover or to make a point on that memory of the place. It is a piece that is strongly related through the underground to the sea. For me, that sort of idea of a cave or an entrance to a cave is a mental one more than the real one that we see. So I have to create a presence. It is a fiction, and it's a fiction that invites you to think is an entrance that leads to another cave that is maybe on another level to another one, and that's why it is called sea cave entrance, no? Because for me that idea of the corridor, the connections between spaces has been always an issue in my work, and still I am trying to find situation contexts where I can explore more into these issues. I connect all my works one to the others, and I don't think there is a linear development, but it is an exploration. And here I have to say that I think it's an important piece for me. The piece itself also talks about time with the sequence of water, but also with the approach you have to it and how you need to go around, and that's why the landscape becomes important, because there is a moment that maybe the rocks seem the entrance to the cave, or the piece, I mean the bronzes are so similar to the rocks. So there is all these layers or strata of reading that is that are so much what builds the piece. So the approach to it is very important, and I'm so interested in people that know that something is there and they go to look for it, and others that are these, let's say, like lost passerby. You hear it before you see it, because actually with the landscape that we created, it's not so obvious, the piece. I mean, you have to find it. So the sound is so important, and it changes so much from one place to another. It's not always the same sound of water. I have played with it also with the sequence that we have created, that suddenly it goes away and disappears, and then there is silence for a while, and then it comes back again, like the waves or like the tides. Also, all the pieces that you do in nature or in the outdoors, I mean the elements, I mean the climate, no? All that together it changes the experience you have. So I love the idea that one can create a place where you have an experience and it changes another day, also because you are different, but also the sounds are different, and this sense, how it affects your senses. Here in Valletta, of course, in that side, the gardens, people go with a purpose of looking from there to the site of the sea and the city. So it's a platform, it's a stage already. But in the piece itself, people won't expect that, probably. But I think also that one can think in terms of what sculpture is, and what can be. And in that sense, it's again always an exploration of how you can work with those elements and those coordinates.